Yo, Jets Nation, welcome back to another Jets Media live stream. Today we're going into the film room, breaking down the New York Jets victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. I am really excited to break this one down. As you guys know, every Tuesday, every week, besides next Tuesday, because it is a bye week, as you guys know, I go into the All-22 film room on NFL Plus and give you guys my thoughts of every single play throughout the entire game, every snap, trying to give you guys my overall perspective. And again, this is my first live reaction to the film. I didn't study the film so that's kind of how I like to do it. I like to react to the film live with you guys instead of studying it and then giving you my analysis. I like to do it live and kind of see what I see in the film room and break it all down and hear your guys' thoughts in the chat as well. And yeah, I've been enjoying this, and I'm excited to get into this one because this was a defensive dominant victory by the New York Jets. And Zach Wilson, I'm curious to see how he looks on film because I don't know. I'm just really curious to see how Zach Wilson looks on the All-22 because that's going to really give me an idea of how he looked as the quarterback in this game, even though the box score doesn't say he lit it up. Also, some other players I'm really highlighting in this film breakdown is going to be Mekhi Becton at left tackle, definitely. Garrett Wilson on offense at the wide receiver spot. And then on defense, Bryce Huff, Jermaine Johnson, Quincy Williams, C.J. Mosley, Tony Adams, Quinnen Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on. Bryce Hall, the secondary. We're going to get into all that stuff. So let's get straight into business. But before we do so, I kindly ask you guys to please hit that like button for your boy on your way into the show. Really helps out the channel more than you guys know. And with that being said, let's get straight into business, baby. All right. Who's ready for this? Who is ready for this? Your boy is. So the New York Jets are going to get the ball first, if I remember correctly. Yes, they do. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be almost a 3-and-out, but it's not really a 3-and-out because they get a penalty in their favor. So let's get straight into business. First play for the New York Jets. It's going to be a pass. Zach Wilson drops back. Quick pass to Allen Lazard, a little out route, incomplete. So they start off the day with a pass, which I kind of liked. You can tell that the Jets, especially in this game, they went with a pass-first mindset. And I think the biggest reason for that is because the strength of the Eagles' defense is defending the run. So the Jets want to be aggressive through the air. Second down and 10, it's a handoff to Bryce Hall. He has nowhere to go. Now, that was the biggest struggle, I think, offensively for the New York Jets, is they're coming off a dominant game on the ground running it against the Denver Broncos, and they were not able to do that in this game against the dominant defensive front of the Philadelphia Eagles. And now all of a sudden, it's already 3rd down and 8 for the New York Jets on their first drive. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a penalty on the Eagles defense. Xavier Gipson runs a nice out route, and he draws the penalty. It's cool to see Xavier Gipson out there running routes for the New York Jets. And it's cool to see Zach Wilson in an empty set as well. It shows you the Jets' confidence in him. They go max protect. You got Tyler Conklin checking and releasing. And Zach Wilson, you know, he puts this ball right where it needs to be. But you see right here, Xavier Gipson gets interfered with, which results in the flag to get thrown. And it's an automatic first down for the New York Jets. Moves the chains. So the Jets were not able to get a first down on their own. They got a penalty in their favor. Now it's first down for the Jets again. You got Jeremy Ruckert in motion. Another pass on first down. So you could tell that the Jets were aggressive on first downs. You could tell the Eagles were expecting it to be run. That's what they're honing in on Bryce Hall. So another 1st and 10 pass from Zach Wilson. This time it's complete. A short one to Garrett Wilson. But Bradbury's there to hit him immediately. It's only a gain of 4 yards. So that brings up 2nd and 6 for the Jets. I personally like the aggressiveness on first down to pass the ball. But on second down, they go back to the run, and it's a stuff. So kind of the same game plan it was in the first set of downs. Quick pass, and then a handoff on second down that goes nowhere, which results in another 3rd down opportunity for the Jets. You know, you see the blocking there. There's nowhere for Bryce Hall to go. He gets handed off the ball. And it's just an absolute clogged mess for him as he gets the ball. I mean, where's Bryce Hall supposed to go? There's no second-level climbing. You got 3 linebackers for the Philadelphia Eagles already down in the box. And then it's just going to be 3 Eagles on Bryce Hall. Not the best blocking there. And then on 3rd down and long, Zach Wilson throws it to Garrett Wilson. Perfect pass from Zach, by the way. Really like this pass from Zach. Puts it on the numbers to Garrett Wilson. But the defender for the Eagles made a really nice play. You got Garrett Wilson in a tight bunch close to the offensive line in the slot. He runs a nice little out route. The ball's already out on time. The ball's on the money where it needs to be, but the defender for the Eagles, and it would have been a first down if Garrett Wilson was able to bring this in, but it was just excellent defense. Garrett Wilson was unable to bring in the catch there, and that results in a punt for the New York Jets. But again, this is a promising sign for Zach Wilson. I feel like on third down, he put the ball where it needed to be. You see him square his feet right towards the direction that Garrett Wilson is. You see the fundamentals. You see the zip of that ball. I mean, that is an absolute bullet, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I know it's incomplete, but this still gives me some promising signs of a Zach Wilson. And it's just literally the lower half, because remember, his first 2 years in the NFL, the biggest issues with Zach Wilson outside of his mental makeup has been his connection with his mind, with his body. And I feel like now you're seeing the lower half be connected, which is a really promising signs of the development of Zach Wilson. You just watch it again. It's smooth. You see his first reads there, plants his back foot, moves his front foot in the direction of Garrett Wilson, and just absolutely lets it rip on a rope. And that is a perfect pass. But again, tight coverage from the Eagles, and that's going to be incomplete. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Kenny Payne. Love the breakdown. Thank you, guys. King Jamie's in the chat. 0.5's in the chat. Max Dakota. Love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And now let's break down special teams, because who doesn't love special teams? Watch Irvin Charles. Guys, not only was Bryce Hall and Craig James and those guys injured, but also our starting gunners on the punt coverage was injured. And look what Irvin Charles has done in his second career game. Look at this tackle. That is just absolutely perfect. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know if I've ever seen Justin Hardy do that. I mean, Justin Hardy is going to be missed, but Irvin Charles has proven to be a guy that can replace him, because he is a damn wolf, as Robert Saleh called him, off the line of scrimmage, one-on-one, gets that outside leverage and just drives him. You know, the Eagles' defender's goal is to try to push him out of bounds, but Irvin Charles has a big frame, wraps him up, and gets him down. That's just an excellent job. I know it's just punt coverage, and it's not really flashy, but this is the little things that goes a long way for a successful football team. You need to be good on all three phases of the ball, and Irvin Charles has been a gem for the New York Jets ever since Justin Hardy and Brendan Eccles has been injured. So now let's get back into the defense. Now, the defense is not going to start off strong. I think the biggest thing that we all know about the Jets defense is they start off slow, and then they really become an elite defense in the second half. So we'll see him here. First play, a little swing pass out to DeAndre Swift. Ashton Davis and CJ Mosley combined for the tackle. You just love the speed element of this defense. I love that they just swarm as it's squad. Whenever the ball is checked down to the flat or underneath, you just see a swarm of Jets defenders. You know, it feels like there's always at least two or three guys tackling a player at once at all times. Now, second down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jermaine Johnson with the pass deflection. I mean, look at this rep from Jermaine Johnson. He is becoming an absolute stud for the New York Jets in year number 2. Watch number 11 coming off this right side edge. Gets his hand up. One of his 3 pass deflections of the day. Just completely bull rushes him. Not trying to do anything flashy, not trying to bend, just completely putting his power, planting his feet into the ground, and using his leverage to just push the left tackle into Jalen Hurts' face, and he times it perfectly, brings up his right hand. It's hard to see it because it's kind of zoomed out a lot, but Jermaine Johnson gets his hand up and deflects that ball, which forces it to be incomplete. I mean, this is just an excellent rep from Jermaine Johnson. You'll see it better on this angle here. Watch him in that wide 9. Just completely bull rush. And I love how he doesn't really rely on speed. He does speed and power, and this is a pure power rush. Just going straight through the frame of the left tackle. You see Hurts go through his hitch, and now you see Jermaine rise up. Boom. Knock that ball out. Force the incompletion for the New York Jets. What more can you ask there, man? Jermaine Johnson, one of 3 pass deflections as a defensive end. That is ridiculous. Now, it's third down for the Jets here, and this is a 0 look, man. Jeff Ulbrich dialed up early blitzes to kind of set up that. By the way, I kind of want to bring this up now. The Tony Adams interception, in the game-winning interception, was a setup. The Jets were blitzing all game long so that they showed blitz late in the game, so they backed off in coverage, which resulted in an interception. This is an example of that blitz. You see Tony Adams come on the blitz right here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Jets defenders coming in on a blitz. You got a single high safety, man coverage. But with Tay Haynes one-on-one with A.J. Brown, you know, Jalen Hurts just floats it up to A.J. Brown to make the play. Could have went underneath to Devontae Smith, probably for an even bigger gain. But, hey, Tay Haynes, it's a long day for you trying to guard A.J. Brown. So this is the type of blitz that I think that the Jets had in mind to set up late in the fourth quarter, which was really cool, right? This is the same exact spot where Tony Adams was sitting at when he showed blitz in the fourth quarter, and then he dropped back in coverage and got that interception. So that is just something to note for when we get into the back end of the film breakdown. Even though it wasn't as successful here, it still was successful in the end, folks. Now it's first down for the Eagles. Now, their issue on this drive was not getting off the field on third down because they look great on first down. Bryce Hall all over Devontae Smith. Again, this defense really looked good early on in the game on first and second down, but they couldn't get off the field on third down. Watch Bryce Hall, one-on-one with Devontae Smith. Bryce Hall is becoming an absolute gem for the Jets depth-wise. They might have to consider re-signing him. But look at this coverage. Off the line of scrimmage, he presses him. He's all over him. Devontae Smith has zero room of separation. Jalen Hurts throws it up to Devontae Smith, and Bryce Hall says no sure, out of bounds. He does one-hand it, but Bryce Hall is all over him. I mean, that's like as good as a cornerback rep you could possibly get. This is DJ Reed. This is Sauce Gardner-esque. He is playing just as good as those two corners, which is kind of wild to see. And Bryce Hall has an interception, and neither of the Jets' top corners do. So kind of wild to see this elite sticky coverage from Bryce Hall. You got to give Tony Oden all the credit in the world for getting these young DBs off the bench ready to play their game of football. Guys, just want to quickly remind you folks, if you could simply hit that like button if you enjoy the film breakdowns. If you want to see more of these film breakdowns, it would mean a lot if you guys can simply hit that like button for your boy right now if you do not already. Would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Now, seeing it from this angle, you see Jalen Hurts floating it up to Devontae Smith, and just Bryce Hall is boxing him out, forcing him out of bounds, incomplete. Tony Adams is there to congratulate him. Now it's second down and 10 for the Philadelphia Eagles. Got a four-man rush underneath. And look at Bryce Hall, back-to-back plays, making another tackle. I mean, it's cool, man. Bryce Hall on the first play was a nice little pass deflection. Second play, he's in zone coverage. A little check down in the flat and watch him plant his feet in the ground and wrap up. I mean, if Bryce Hall missed this tackle, you got Quinnen Williams there, but still, you want your corners to get the nose dirty. And he's showing the ability to not be afraid of tackling. And the cornerback position is usually a position where it's like hit or miss in terms of tackling ability. And it's cool to see Bryce Hall not be shy to wrap up and be able to tackle a running back out of bounds. But now here we go again. Third down. I think this is the play where Michael Carter, he comes on a nickel blitz, which is another great play call. And right here, you're like, how did they not sack him? Right? Look at Michael Carter. Straight shot to the quarterback. An excellent dialed-up blitz by Jeff Ulbrich again. You got him coming right free off, but Jalen Hurts does Jalen Hurts things and just jukes him out. And then this is the craziest thing. You got Michael Carter II all over him. And then you got A.J. Brown running parallel. And I don't know how. This is a crazy throw. Jalen Hurts with Carter II draped all over him, is stiff-arming him, and then delivers a missile to A.J. Brown to the sideline, toe drag swag, first down. I mean, that was just like one of those plays like, yep, these are the Super Bowl, NFC Super Bowl representations. No doubt about it. So that, you see MC, he's got to, you don't want to wrap up the quarterback high. You want to go for the legs. So if I'm Michael Carter, if I'm the coaches, I'm telling him to dive for the legs, trip him up, because I mean, that is just ridiculous how Jalen Hurts was able to throw this dime. And look at A.J. Brown getting both feet in bounds. Wow. That's a pretty play, right? You got to tip your cap there. That is just one of those plays. And now this next play, we have Michael Carter II, right? He's lined up outside, which is pretty crazy. Now, the crazy thing about the versatility of Michael Carter II is this is his first time ever playing outside corner in the NFL, and this is his first test, one-on-one coverage. He tries to jam him. Devontae Smith gets him on a quick slant over the middle for a first down. I think that's the only reception Devontae Smith had all game, so I'm not going to complain on there. First down for the Eagles. They're starting the drive, starting to get some rhythm. The Jets get called for encroachment. So the Jets defense is starting a little, collapse here. Now Jalen Hurts starts scrambling. Now this is one of those drives where you're thinking to yourself, damn, bro, they really had a chance to stop him at the goal line. And let's fast forward to the goal line because that's really what I want to see. Because this Jets defense got to stop, in my opinion, at the goal line. But they did not want to give it to him. So let's get to here. Hurts at the 10-yard line, quarterback draw. He gets tackled inside the 5-yard line. And then on 4th and goal, the Philadelphia Eagles go for it. I don't know how they call this a touchdown. Like, look at him wrapped up at the 2-yard line, and he extends forward somehow, and they call it a damn touchdown. I don't know how they did that. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. It honestly is. The fact that, his knee's down right there, obviously, and then he extends. But, hey, what are you going to do? The Jets still won the game. The refs did not want to help out the Jets in any certain way possible. He fumbled in the end zone. I don't know, whatever. But the offense is back on the field. Let's see what they got cooking up. Empty set. Now, this is interesting, guys. Empty set for Zach Wilson on first down. It's pretty interesting. Split 5 out wide for Zach. Now, the first play, it's going to be a quick little screen pass to Breece Hall. And I love this, man. Get Breece Hall the ball in space any way possible. If the run game's not working, you got to get Breece Hall the ball other ways. And I love how they're calling this little slip screen pass to Breece Hall lined up as a receiver. You got Conklin out there. Or no, that's not Conklin. That's Randall Cobb laying a good block. And that's a great play on first down. You get a good 6 yards. You stay ahead of the sticks. Now it's 2nd and 4. And the Jets are right back into the empty set. Okay, Nathaniel Hackett. Absolutely love this. Zach Wilson drops back, slips it, first down, over to Garrett Wilson. Garrett's second catch of the day at this point. But you see Garrett Wilson lined up in the slot. And I remember seeing this when I was watching the game live. If you give Garrett Wilson that much room of separation, that is just not smart. You see the defensive end kind of drop back in coverage and try to guard Garrett and try to double team him. But Garrett's like, yeah, no shot. I'm going to cash that 9 times out of 10 and going to get that first down. So excellent job from Zach Wilson as well for the timing of this, the accuracy, seeing Garrett Wilson get open, zip the ball exactly where it needs to be. Good throw, good timing from Zach Wilson. Watch it one more time from this angle. Puts it again right where it needs to be. First down, baby. Let's go. All right, 1st and 10 from the Jets here. Randall Cobb in motion. Dalvin Cook's in the game. It's a little slip screen pass to Dalvin Cook. Now, the thing is, Dalvin Cook, this is the types of plays that Cook would be a beast at when he was with Minnesota. And I don't know what's going on with Dalvin. He's definitely not finding his rhythm as a running back within the system with the Jets. Feels like every time he's on the field, there's no opportunities for him to get cooking. But hey, I'm not complaining. 2nd down for the Jets. Hand off to Dalvin Cook, and he actually finds a hole there and gets close to a first down. And I'm not sure if that is a first down from this angle. But this is a good run from Dalvin. Let's see the offensive line here by the New York Jets. You got the immediate double team from Tippmann and Max Mitchell on, is that Cox, I believe? And then you got a wide open hole. You got Allen Lazard pulling up through the hole, getting into the 2nd level. And this is a gaping wide open hole for Dalvin Cook to go through. That's a really good sign of the offensive line's progression. Now, I think this is 3rd and short. Play action. Oh, no, this is first down. So another first down pass. Now, this is what I've been asking Hackett to do so much more. 1st and 10 for the New York Jets, right? And Zach Wilson throws a high point ball, and Garrett Wilson goes up and freaking gets this. I mean, one-on-one coverage, Garrett on Bradbury, cuts over the middle of the field. Zach sees him. He's out wide open, and he high points it. And look at that athleticism. Look at that acrobatics. Look at that, man. Just elevating up high pointing the ball. Excellent play. All accounts, man. And sometimes you might say this is a too high of a throw, but sometimes you want to throw that ball up high where only the wide receiver can go and get it. Something else I just noticed is Zach Wilson checked to this play, right? So I think that this is something to keep in mind. On 1st and 10, Zach is checking to a new play. You see his hand on his helmet. That means this probably was a run initially, and he saw the one-on-one coverage with Garrett Wilson on the outside with a single high safety. So he checked to a pass, which told Garrett Wilson to have a little quick slant over the middle of the field. Let's go get a first down on first down. That's exactly what happens. And you like this. You see that the Philadelphia Eagles are clogging up the box. They're expecting run. So that's what Zach Wilson's going to do. We're going to do a play action. The entire Eagles defense is going to get sucked in. And then now they're trying to bail out. Oh, crap, it's a pass. Ball's already out on time to Garrett Wilson. That is what you like to see. It's so minuscule. Like the little things with Zach Wilson is so important. And look at Dalvin Cook having a beautiful block as well. Great to see that. The fact that Zach Wilson's starting to check to new plays that results in positive things is a really promising sign of his development. Again, you have to look more into the deep analytics of Zach Wilson as a quarterback outside of just his box score and his stats. It's the little things that really tells me that he's getting it. He's showing signs of being an actual NFL quarterback, and this is a promising sign that I think Jets fans should be excited about. Again, it's a little play on first down, but the fact that he saw what the defense is, the package that the defense is in, and he can check to a play that he feels confident that's going to get the Jets a first down and for it to come to fruition, definitely a promising sign for his development. Now, I think that is the end of the first quarter. Wow. Now, the Jets are first down in Eagles territory. Zach throws a bomb down the field. Perfect pass, but unfortunately, Tyler Conklin unable to stay in bounds. Excellent catch from Tyler Conklin. But again, I absolutely love the play call from the New York Jets, being aggressive on this, being aggressive on first down, taking a shot down the field. You got Tyler Conklin running a little out and up. Zach Wilson puts the ball up, puts it right where it needs to be. But unfortunately, the Eagles defender had a really good play on this, just throwing Tyler Conklin out of bounds. Really, really interesting stuff. But again, shout out to Hackett. First down, taking a shot down the field. Look at the pocket. Look at Mekhi Becton, bro. Look at left tackle, big ticket Mekhi Becton on this rep. Does what he needs to do. He had a great day, folks. Just absolutely shutting down Zach Wilson's blind side. Completely shutting him down. Zach floats it up. Puts the ball right where it needs to be. But again, the Eagles defender just threw him out of bounds. Incomplete. Now, 2nd down and 10. Another empty set for Zach Wilson. So, definitely a pass. Now, Zach steps up in the pocket, and he's going to scramble for it. Dives just a yard shy of the first down marker. This is what you want to see from Zach. Run it more, baby. You are so much more athletic than you think. This is where Garrett Wilson kind of got nicked up a little bit. He fell down to the turf. You see all this grass, and Zach just tucks it and runs for that first down. I mean, if it wasn't for that linebacker, who was that, Dean? I mean, Nakobe Dean, bro. If Nakobe Dean didn't see Zach scramble, look at all this space. But Nakobe Dean notices Zach is going to scramble. If he was locked in on Garrett and he didn't see this, Zach had literally all day to run. But Dean closes out on Zach, and he limits it just to a 9-yard gain by the New York Jets. Excellent awareness from Zach Wilson there. And now look at this. 2nd down and 1. Zach Wilson catches a 12-man on the field. These are the little things. This is veteran savviness. This is something that Aaron Rodgers is known for. Catching the defense, substituting, and getting the defense to get a penalty. Excellent stuff there, again, by the quarterback. So now it's going to be 1st and 5 for the New York Jets. McCole Hardman's in the game, and he throws it to McCole Hardman. This is when Garrett Wilson kind of got a little banged up, but he does return to the game. Incomplete to McCole Hardman. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 5, I believe. Now this is where the Jets stall, right? The evolution of this Jets offense is going to have to be all about scoring touchdowns, right? Hold on 1 second, guys. My friend is coming through to my office, so he's just coming through to work, so I had to open up the door for him. But yeah, I mean, this is where the Jets are going to stall. So let's see what happens here. 1st and 10, Dalvin Cook gets the ball, goes nowhere. And Joe Tippmann already's injured, so Wes Schweitzer's in the game. Don't really like just running the ball with Dalvin Cook in the red zone. Personally, not a fan of that play call at all. But now, Michael Carter's in the game. I think this is 3rd down for the Jets. What's up, man? Trips to the right, Zach Wilson, and there's a flag on the play, and the Jets get called for a false start. So just pre-snap penalties just really hurt them in the red zone, right? They had such a great drive to get them here. The Jets had such a methodical drive, aggressive on 1st down. They were spraying the ball to where it needed to go, and then you get a penalty, right? You just get some little things that just does not help out the Jets at all. And now it's going to be 3rd and forever. It's like 3rd and 17 all of a sudden. So I think that's what it comes down to. It's not like they're not executing. It's just like the boneheaded mistakes. They do a great job to get all the way down there, and now this happens. And now Zach, rolls all the way to his right, and then there's a flag in the secondary. So I'm pretty sure, what was this flag? Yeah, it was on the Jets. And then Greg Zuerlein does Greg Zuerlein things, kicks it up. That makes it a 7-3 game. Hold on, I just want to turn my fan on. So those are the things, man. I mean, they get all the way to the red zone, and then they get a penalty. So I think they just had to clean up those little penalties and just figure out ways to just avoid those negative plays. So now the Jets defense is back on the field. Jalen Hurts finds a wide open A.J. Brown. Now, how did this happen? This is zone look right here. You see Bryce Hall kind of check A.J. Brown off. He's like, all right, this is not my zone anymore. And Quincy Williams is looking at the flat. So this is just a miscommunication from the Jets. You see Bryce Hall pointing at A.J. Brown. Quincy Williams, you should be there. Bryce Hall got this guy. Just a blown coverage. I mean, these plays are going to happen. You can't expect the Jets defense to be 110% perfect and not give up some passes. 1st down for the Eagles now. Empty set, Jalen Hurts. Pressure's there. I mean, the amount of pressures that the New York Jets had without sacking him was wild. Look at John Franklin Myers coming off the end right here. JFM has had a very underrated season. Coming at the right tackle, just completely sheds off the blocker and gets the quarterback pressure, which results in Jalen Hurts to scramble to his right side. Al Woods is there, but he still was able to escape the pressure and pick up positive yards on 1st down. Watch this rep from JFM here again. JFM is a very underrated player on this defense. Just goes right by him. The next step is just wrap up a quarterback and tackle him. But we've been going up against mobile quarterbacks, so it's hard to do that. So now it's 2nd down and 6. And Devontae Smith had a bad day, bro. This is a bad drop from Devontae Smith. Bryce Hall, on-man coverage. Just through the hands. I mean, that should have been a 1st down, but it's not. Now it's 3rd down, empty set. Jalen Hurts gets it complete to A.J. Brown. So this is before the defense really adjusted and found their way and found their dominance. I mean, Tay Hayes is one-on-one on A.J. Brown. I mean, how do you expect Tay Hayes to win a rep on A.J. Brown? I don't expect that to happen ever. You see it from this angle. You got Tay Hayes here in the slot, manned up. It's a good pass rush rep from Bryce Huff. And you just see him completely box out Tay Hayes there. Now it's 1st down for the Eagles. What do you need it for? All right. Devontae Smith gets wrapped up. Now on 2nd down, this is a great pressure by the Jets defense. Let's see what happens here. Wow, I think the Jets, it's a screen pass that they completely blew up. That's pretty cool. Look at it from this angle. It'll be better to see. You see that they're crowding the right side of the line of scrimmage, right? It's the right side from the offensive perspective, left side for us. But you see Quinnen Williams and Jordan Whitehead right up on the line of scrimmage. They're showing blitz. The ball snapped. It's a little delayed. It's a play action. But you see the offensive line all shifting this way, which tells me this is supposed to be a screen pass. But the Jets are blowing it up, which results in Jalen Hurts to try to do something, and he just throws it out of bounds. So that's a great job from the Jets, recognizing the screen. Because remember, the Jets' biggest weakness on defense is the screen passes. So they sniffed that one out. You saw Quinnen Williams follow the running back, not even worried about Jalen Hurts at all, because they know that Jalen Hurts is just going to, if they just heavily pursue the quarterback, then the quarterback's going to dunk it down to the running back, and the running back's going to have all day in the world to scramble to go down the field. So this is little signs of adjustments and development from the defense to adjust against those screen passes, because, again, that's been the biggest kryptonite from the New York Jets so far on defense. Another empty set by Bryce. This is the interception by Quinnen Williams. Let's go, baby. All right. Look at this interception. Look at the blitz that Jeff Ulbrich dials up. An overload right side blitz. This is not something you usually see from Jeff Ulbrich. He got Jordan Whitehead blitzing and Quinnen Williams. You got all of the Jets defense just in his face. And then watch Jermaine Johnson. Jermaine Johnson is a defensive end linebacker, and he's the guy that if he was not here to make this play, Dallas Goedert would have caught this ball with 3 offensive linemen ahead of him, and Dallas Goedert would have had it all day. But instead, Jermaine Johnson's there, knocks the ball out, and look at big Quinnen Williams is right there to scoop it up for the interception, and we got a turnover, baby. I don't think so. I'm not. The round table? I'm not. Dan is. It's the same info as usual. Just text Dan. So Quinnen Williams with the interception. Let's see it from the other angle. The other angle is going to be a lot better. Jermaine Johnson gets all the credit for this, in my opinion. Watch Jermaine Johnson crowding the line of scrimmage, and you see the dialed-up blitz. Quinnen Williams and C.J. Mosley and Jordan Whitehead. I mean, but look at Jermaine. You see his instincts is to drop back in coverage, which is really, really fun to watch. You see that Jermaine Johnson instinct? You see that Jermaine, I don't know what his role is here. Maybe it's like just to drop back in coverage into zone and follow in case it's a little check down. But you see how Jermaine's not pressuring the quarterback. Because if Jermaine just unrelentlessly tries to get to the quarterback, this doesn't happen. You see him plant his foot in the ground, run after the tight end, get his hand on the ball, which knocks it free. And look at Quinnen Williams being ready to pick that ball off. Wow. What a freaking job by this Jets defense, getting Quinnen Williams his first interception of his career. I mean, that is just all Jermaine Johnson right there. That's all Jermaine Johnson. Knocking the ball free. Quinnen with the hands. That's not an easy catch. That is not an easy catch, man. Anthony's in the chat saying that's an RPO, not a screen. My bad. Maybe let's go back. So it was a run pass option. Well, I don't know where that play went, but Anthony, thanks for pointing that out. Maybe that's why that play, they sniffed it out, though. So RPO basically means run pass option. And Jalen Hurts decided to pass the ball instead of hand it off. Green Wave with the $5 super chat. Thank you, man. Saw on Twitter the Eagles ran the same play in week 2. Jermaine sniffed it out by putting in work in the film room. That's great. Jermaine definitely sniffed that out, man. If it wasn't for Jermaine Johnson, again, this is not an interception by Quinnen Williams. So Jermaine Johnson gets all the credit in the world for this interception. He sniffs it out. And my favorite part about this play, again, is to see Jermaine noticing and recognizing what's happening. Seeing that the offensive line is letting the defense go through. so they can climb into the second level to create a wall, and they are no shot to get into Jermaine Johnson. That is just a great defensive play, man. That is a great defensive play, man. The coaching staff prepared them for this. Whew. Man, we're seeing a really fun Jets defense come to life, not only players-wise, but defensively coaching. So the Jets are back on offense. Hand off to Breece Hall, and he goes nowhere. So all the momentum is on the Jets side, and it's so unfortunate that we get the ball at excellent field position at midfield, and they get this play on first down. I mean, such a backbreaker, man. I mean, just get absolutely shelled. Where is Breece Hall supposed to go there? So now it's 2nd down and 14 after that big loss. Pretty wild, man. 2nd and 14. Zach drops back, pump fakes, and then he gets sacked. So, like, you get a turnover on defense to give the Jets offense literally the best possible field position, and then you got a negative play on first down and then a sack on 2nd down. You got Wes Schweitzer getting thrown to the ground, and there's no one down the field, and then now it's 3rd and forever for the Jets offense. And empty set for Zach. He drops back, steps up, and he's just going to run for it to try to get enough yards. And he gets to the 40-yard line. And now on 3rd down, or I think there's a penalty on that play maybe. And now this is 3rd down for the Jets. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. They go for it. This is 4th and 5. I remember now. This is 4th down and 5. The Jets elect to go for it because they went for this, which I really like this play call, by the way. The defense just got a turnover. They got to score points on this turnover. They're not in Greg the leg range. This would have been a like 57-yarder, which is really a lot to ask for Greg's line. So the Jets get aggressive, and they go for it on 4th and 5, which I personally am in favor for. Obviously, did not go in our favor. It was supposed to be a check and release, but Conklin gets brought down to the ground. It's a broken down play, and Zach puts the ball exactly where it needs to be, almost a first down. But Tyler Conklin is just a yard shy, and that's going to be a turnover on down. So on 4th down and 5, right? So let's see it from this angle. Zach's looking left initially. He's looking left. I mean, he has Lazard here, but his eyes are kind of already dropped to the right side. I mean, you like to see his first read maybe to go to the left and zip that ball right to Lazard for the first down, but instead he breaks it down, broken play, and the defender's literally draped all over Conklin, doesn't even allow him to get to the first down marker, and that's going to be short of the sticks. So not the greatest thing. I do, again, like the aggressiveness. I like them pushing on 4th down after the turnover, but it is what it is. Defense back on the field. Jalen Hurts play action. He's got time. He fires a bomb down the field, and this could have been a really big play if Jalen Hurts put this on the money. But luckily for us, that was not the case. Jalen Hurts fires a deep bomb down the field with Michael Carter, the second in coverage. And they just missed. So 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles. And it's just a quick little screen slip pass to DeAndre Swift. I think this is their second touchdown drive to get them to 14 points. So that's a quick first down for the Eagles. And then, listen, the Jets defense has always shown that they struggle early on, but then they just zip it up. They find the adjustments. They learn how to just completely adjust, and they make their adjustments and become dominant. So another pass to A.J. Brown, and this is where we just stop tackling. So I forgot about this explosive play. You got to wrap up. This is pathetic. You can't let this happen. Finds A.J. Brown. C.J. Mosley has to wrap up there. Same with Bryce Hall. That's 2 broken tackles. A.J. Brown down the left sideline. And Tony Adams is there to push him out of bounds at the 5. But the Jets cannot let this happen more often than not, bro. They cannot let this happen more often than not. They have to be able to tackle. I mean, right there, he's down at the 30-yard line. Instead, he gets all the way down to the inside the 5-yard line, which then, I mean, it's ridiculous. But this is a really good play from Quinnen Williams that I do want to break down real quick, folks. Look at Quinnen Williams. Just completely see this play, and you see the lane. Watch Quinnen Williams completely, like a rocket, blow this up. Out of the line, through the hole. Boom. I mean, guys, Quinnen Williams is playing like an animal. He's playing like an all-pro. He's playing like the best player on defense. You see the lane open up right here, and he recognizes it, just completely slips right through, brings him down. And I know that I think that they get a touchdown here regardless, but it's cool to see our stud linebacker making plays after play after play. You see him call out the coverage. You call out the play. Again, gets into the back end. Makes the play. Excellent, excellent job by Quinnen Williams, man. Just becoming a star before our very eyes. Signed an extension in the offseason. He's here for the long term, baby. Now, unfortunately for the Jets, this is where they, again, don't wrap up, and they let up a touchdown to make it 14-3. Now, this is where, the Jets fans are thinking to themselves, here we go again, another early hole. How are we going to come back down 14-3 against this Eagles defense? I mean, you got to be able to wrap up here. Jordan Whitehead, stop just throwing your body at him and use your arms. I mean, I'm no coach, I'm no player, but I know that you got to be able to wrap up. Instead, he uses his arms. He does not use his arms, which results in a touchdown. So now it's 14-3. Eagles, right? 14-3. Jets are back on offense. Play action for Zach Wilson. He's got all day. Floats it up to Garrett. Now, this is the same play that they ran against the Denver Broncos, where it was a bootleg and Garrett Wilson gets freed up. But this time, it does not work. You see the play action. The problem is there's so many traffic here. The Eagles kind of sniffed this one out. And the throw was not perfect. That throw needed to be literally perfect, dropped in the bucket in order for this to succeed. Again, you see the play action. I like the shot. I like the ability. I like the aggressiveness. You see Zach fading away to the left. Again, I mean, that's just excellent defense. Hard to really blame him on that one. Now, 2nd down and 10. You got Tyler Conklin over the middle of the field. Who picks up the 1st down? Tyler Conklin, one of the most underrated Jets offensive weapons this season. He's had a great start to this year, man. Gets into this at the 5-yard line, a little option route, cuts inside. Zach got him right on time, and then Conklin could have easily got tackled here short of the sticks, but instead he lowers his shoulder, picks up an extra 4 or 5 yards. That is just Gronklin right there. Look at the option route. You love how you see that the linebacker set up inside, and he pretends he's going outside to cut back inside to open him up. Watch Conklin at the top of his route. Bah! And then Zach sees that opening, gives him the ball right on time. I mean, that's just a zip. That's a zip right there. Now, I know it's an easy throw for an NFL quarterback, but Jets fans know that the old Zach Wilson, rookie Zach Wilson, year 2 Zach Wilson, he probably would have threw this ball. I'll tell you where he would have threw it. Instead of it being right here, it would have been like up here, and it would have been incomplete. Like, that's little things that we're seeing from Zach. I mean, there hasn't been any times this season where he missed an easy throw, right? Good quarterbacks make the easy throws look easy. In last 2 years, Zach Wilson made all the easy throws look difficult, and that was a big issue with him. We're like, wow, if he can't even make a simple 5-yard pass, what is the use for Zach? Well, he's developing, folks. I'm telling you, these is small little signs that he can do it. And Conklin, again, picking up the extra 5 yards. Absolute monster. Now, this is an excellent play call on 1st down by the Jets. I hope that they do this more often. Getting the rookie, Xavier Gipson, involved on the end around. A little play action up the middle. A little creativity. You got Alan Lazard with a key block to avoid a tackle for loss. And then you got Jeremy Ruckert leading the way, breaking down Bradbury. And then Xavier Gipson with Connor McGovern in front. That's a gain of like 17 yards by the rookie. Just excellent blocking, excellent play call. Xavier Gipson, you get him the ball in space, he's going to make good things happen. I feel like that could, the more they do these types of plays, it could break free for a touchdown, man. I mean, Xavier Gipson is that talented. Look at Ruckert in the open field blocking Bradbury. You got nothing to say there. One more time from this angle. The Eagles did not see this one coming. And look at Zach, just the slight little ball fake. Beautiful execution. Excellent. I mean, when you get the ball in Xavier Gipson's hands at this time, like right here, this kind of feels like it's a punt return. And that's the goal. When you get a punt returner like Gipson, the ball in space like this turns into a punt return, right? He's got all this space with blockers in front, and that's what the Jets got to do more of. The Eagles do a great job to prevent it from being an explosive touchdown, but you love to see that. Now, the Jets are moving here. 1st and 10. Now they're in Eagles territory. Another play action. A lot of first down passes, which you love. Checks it down to Breece Hall, and Breece Hall explodes down the sideline. And he's going to get up and say, this close again. Now, if I'm the Jets, bro, I am doing way more of this. The run game's not working. Okay, let's get Breece Hall the ball in the pass game. Check it down to Breece. He's going to make people miss. The first guy cannot bring him down. And then Breece Hall tries to just run right by this defender, but he does a good job to knock him out of bounds. I honestly think if he was able to avoid this defender somehow, run by him, Breece would have cut back inside, and it would have been a touchdown. And that's why he got up and said, this close. He knew if he got by that initial guy that knocked him out of bounds, if he was able to sprint by him, that was going to be a touchdown. You see him right here, watch. If he was able to just turn on the Jets and this guy was, if he was just able to get right by him, he would have saw this defender and would have went, plant his feet in the ground, and he got, I believe, Ruckert to block, cut inside. Oh, that was a touchdown. You see, there's so many opportunities for this offense. And now, let's break this down, because I honestly forgot what's about to happen here. It's 1st down and 10 inside the 20-yard line. How do they not score a touchdown? Let's see. 1st down play call is what? In the 20-yard line. All right. There, I'm not complaining. You got a shot, okay? Let's go be aggressive. Let's go take a shot in the end zone. The Jets do just that. Doesn't work, but I like the aggressiveness. You got Garrett Wilson one-on-one with Bradbury. They do have a safety helping out, though. And Garrett does a route where he doesn't really get a lot of separation. And Garrett doesn't really time this ball right. Unable to bring in that one. Again, I like the aggressiveness. I like the willness to go take a shot on 1st down and go get a damn touchdown. But, I mean, that's a ridiculous type of catch to ask Garrett Wilson to make. And he just wasn't open. So now, I mean, that's the first read all over. I mean, you got C.J. Uzomah open for a touchdown. Wow. Now, this is tough, right? You got to be able to read it from this perspective, right? Garrett Wilson's the first read, so he's not even looking to the right. So he's looking at Garrett Wilson all the way, and he's looking at Garrett, and he sees him cut up. He's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to give Garrett Wilson an opportunity. But if he just quickly, and you see the hitch is already happening, if he quickly looks to the right, bro, he's got C.J. Uzomah on a stick nod wide open. Ugh. Little things. That's the second read. It seems that way, at least. I mean, his head goes right, and then it goes left. So maybe that's the second read. I mean, it's hard to tell. But again, he got C.J. Uzomah seaming down for a touchdown. Those are some missed plays, missed opportunities that the Jets got to be able to be harping on in the film room, man. All right, let's see how they stall here. That was 3rd day. Another shot to the end zone, and now I don't know what happened here. Obviously, they're targeting C.J. Uzomah, and C.J. falls on the route, and then the pocket collapses. So 3 straight passes and 3 straight incompletions. You see Zach drop back and just fire. Incomplete, man. And then on third down, last chance, Zach gets sacked. So just you see the unfortunate development in the red zone. The issue for me, it just seems like missed opportunities, open receivers down the field, and then this is just a pass protection issue. So it's unfortunate stuff. But the Jets settle for 3. They're this close, folks. They're this close. They're getting the ball down the field, but they just got to capitalize in the red zone. And I'm cautiously optimistic that they will figure out a way to get it going. Now, this is where the Jets defense comes alive. Jermaine Johnson tackling him. Second down and short. A little quick pass to Goddard. He picks up the first down. Now in 1st and 10. This is where the fumble comes. Another turnover. You see this Jets defense? Look at this. C.J. Mosley knocks the ball out with a left-handed tomahawk. A little check down, a little angle route for DeAndre Swift. He catches it. And watch C.J. Mosley cock back the left hand. Boom. Knock the ball out. Quincy Williams is there to pick it up. He's thinking touchdown. But Quincy, I just need you to drop on that ball because the last thing we needed there is to not recover it. Luckily for the Jets, they do recover it. So it is the Jets ball. But watch C.J. Mosley here. Another big-time player for this Jets defense. Drops back in coverage. He's all over it. And I love that he sees the ball, punches the ball out. Oh, what a great job by C.J. Mosley, man. What a great job from C.J. Mosley. Knocked the ball out. Boom. Now, Quincy was thinking touchdown when he picked it up. And he wasn't able to. Oh, my God. If Kelsey was able to pick that up, I would have been so upset. But the Jets were able to get it. And now let's see how they stall here. At this point, the score is 14-6 Eagles, rather. First down, pass again. So, again, the Jets are being more aggressive on first downs, which you love to see. The Jets, beautiful timing route. Ow. Beautiful pass to Garrett Wilson. On time, over the middle of the field. Just zip that thing, man. Look at this. You give Garrett Wilson that room of separation. You're not pressing him at the line of scrimmage. He's going to beat you over the middle of the field. Again, 9 times out of 10. A little quick slant. Zach Wilson puts it right on time, and that's going to be an easy first down for the Jets on first down. You love to see Garrett Wilson get the volume that he deserves. 12 targets, 8 catches for 90 yards. Now the Jets are driving a little bit. Now this is a really weird play. Screen pass that Breece Hall had to run backwards for. And he loses some yards. The Eagles sniff that screen out. Now it's 2nd and 13, I believe. Zach drops back, steps up, fires it, and the Jets get a pass interference call in their favor. Or I think it's a defensive holding. So it's going to be first down, automatic first down for the Jets. Inside the 30-yard line. Okay, how come they don't score here? Let's see. So this is first down. Eagles sending a blitz. The pressure holds up. Great pocket. Look at that throw from Zach. This is one of my favorite types of throws from Zach Wilson. Beautiful. This is like some flashiness to him. This is where you know he's got his confidence, his swag. Watch him just drift to the left and just whoop, flick that thing. That's some Aaron Rodgers type of arm motion and zip to that ball. You see him naturally drift away from the pressure, drift away from the pocket. That's all on the right side. You know, the slide protections to the right. So that brings Zach drifting to the left and just off platform, zipping the ball right to Garrett Wilson for the first down. That's some nice stuff. This is, again, the arm talent is starting to, emerge. When the easy stuff becomes easy, the hard stuff is going to start clicking for Zach. This is a throw that's just, nothing crazy, but you like to see the motion and the fluidity that he has. So excellent stuff from Zach Wilson there, pushing the ball down the field, being aggressive on first down. So it's another first down for the Jets. And at this point, oh no, I think it's short. So this is 2nd and 1. At this point, you're like, how do they not score a touchdown? Well, let's see. You give it to Breece Hall. He gets the first down for the Jets. Okay. Now it's 1st and 10. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's what happens. A holding. So the penalties is the issue. It's all the penalties. It's not even like they're they get back-breaking penalties. So the Jets get called for a hold on this, which results in 1st and 20. I mean, Wes Schweitzer gets completely killed by Fletcher Cox, and he just holds him to the ground as he's falling to the ground. And instead of being at 1st and 10 inside the 20-yard line, it's going to be 1st and 20, and that's going to be really hard. You see Wes Schweitzer, the backup right guard, get killed by Fletcher Cox. He holds him to the ground, and that's going to be a holding penalty every time. So now it's 1st and 20. I mean, just really frustrating, man. And then Zach drops back, rolls to his right, sees nothing down the field, and he's not able to complete it to Randall Cobb. He throws on the run, dirts it, hard pass to complete, and now it's what is it? 2nd and 20, and this is where Randall Cobb drops the pass to prevent it to be 3rd and manageable. Pocket holds up. Zach fires it on the money to Randall Cobb, and it pops up. Luckily, it was not picked off. But Cobb's got to catch that to make it 3rd and more manageable. And instead of him catching that, it would have been like 3rd and 7. Instead, it's going to be 3rd and 20. So just a red zone collapse. You see that right on the money. And now it's 3rd and 20. So the Jets are just going to try to get as many yards to make it an easier field goal for Greg Zuerlein. And that's what happens. And now the Jets cut it to 14-9, I think, at this point. And you're just like, wow, another turnover. Like, if the Jets figured out ways to score touchdowns, this game would not have been close, okay? This game would not have been close at all. We would have absolutely blown out the Eagles. I'm not even just saying that. We would have blown them out. Now, Eagles get the ball. Little screen pass to Dallas Goedert. I think this is the start of the second half, if I believe correctly. Dallas Goedert gets the first down on the first screen pass. And then they start handing the ball off, and you're like, wow, okay, the Eagles are actually driving. All right, so it's first down for the Eagles inside Jets territory already that quickly. Now there's a flag that gets thrown here. Jalen Hurts fires it up. Incomplete. Pretty sure the flag is holding on the Eagles. So now it backs them up at the 50-yard line. Play action for Hurts. He's got all day, and he's just going to... Oh, man, that's a crucial drop of the game. Devontae Smith with a crazy drop. He had a really bad game, bro. Devontae Smith looks so bad in this game. I mean, it's a great job from Hurts. Climbing up in the pocket, putting it right where it needs to be. That should be a catch. And the Jets got bailed out there. That's for sure. And I think this is 3rd down, maybe? Or 3rd or... And the Jets got a sack. There we go. The first sack of the day is from Bryce Huff. Watch Bryce Huff. Absolute dominance. Coming off the line. Bending around the edge. Just complete dominance. He gets the half a sack. Quentin Jefferson actually got there first, but Bryce Huff was right behind him. Just a phenomenal job. This was 2nd down, and it resulted in 3rd and long. Another look at this. You see Quentin Jefferson split the double team, come up the middle, just dominant. I mean, that looked like a Quinnen Williams rep from Quentin Jefferson there. Quentin Jefferson has been a very underrated offseason signing for this Jets defense. Really, really fun to see his evolution. And again, Bryce Huff, when are we going to extend him? Just completely sheds off that edge. Gets to Jalen Hurts so fast. It's so beautiful. And then I was 3rd and forever. Jalen Hurts completes it, but the Jets swarm and tackle him, and that brings up 4th down. So the Jets defense, again, gets a dominant stop. It gives the Jets offense another chance to go down the field. All right. This is probably the only highlight on offense for the whole game for the Jets. This is the completion to Garrett Wilson. Again, I'm loving the play calls from Hackett. I'm not going to lie. 1st and 10, backed up in your own end zone. Let's go take a shot, okay? Let's not be conservative. Let's not run the ball. Let's not do a little screen pass. Let's go take a shot. You're showing press on Garrett Wilson. Okay, let's do a stop and go and take a shot. And watch Zach Wilson's eyes here. This is really, really promising signs of development from Zach, in my opinion. You see him drop back, and his eyes are to the left. His hips are to the left. That's forcing this safety to respect the vision of Zach, which is forcing him this way. And then Zach immediately shifts his hips, and then that's when the safety's like, oh, crap, he's not going this way. And that creates a little depth here, because if Zach was staring Garrett Wilson down the whole time, this safety could have picked it off, okay? That's the little things. If Zach was staring down Garrett Wilson the whole time, this safety would have been probably closer to the 30-yard line, and he would have had an opportunity to go pick this ball off. But instead, Zach does a great job to look off the safety to kind of give him an open a window and a one-on-one opportunity for Garrett Wilson. So these are the small little things, because you see him kind of creep up towards this line of scrimmage to respect Garrett Wilson, but the eyes of Zach forced him again closer to midfield, and then he throws it up, and that gives Garrett Wilson a chance one-on-one. What a freaking catch from Garrett Wilson, an absolute superstar. That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. So you got to give Zach all the credit in the world here. You see it's a single high safety look. Man coverage, cover one, which tells you that you got to be able to not let this safety come to your side of the field. So look him off. It's exactly what he did, and he's already respecting Garrett pre-snap. So again, if Zach does not, look at that, hips, eyes, all looking to the right, it's a cover one look with man coverage with a single high safety. You got to be able to look off the safety. It's exactly what Zach does, flips his hips, drops a damn dime to Garrett Wilson, and Garrett Wilson does Garrett Wilson things, makes a ridiculous catch. Watch it from this angle. You see Zach Wilson's eyes and hips all looking this way. And then watch the step back. His back foot plants in the ground, and he steps up, immediately shifts his hips to the right and flings it. Ready? It's a fluid motion. Ready? Boom, boom. Floats it up. Oh, my God. What a catch. I don't think we realize how good Garrett Wilson actually is. Now, this is unfortunate because this is probably one of the best drives that we saw that gets ruined by the crack block by Allen Lazard. And then we got Breece Hall. Almost breaks one free here. Almost breaks one free, and he knew it. Look at him. He was flexing. The Jets call. This is, if I want to call a play, like if I'm going to call this a certain play, I'm calling this like Breece Hall home run touchdown, because this is one of those plays that the Jets call to hopefully to get Breece Hall loose for a big gain. You give him that outside zone run, the toss. You see the wide open lane here, and Breece Hall, if he was able to squeak by this lane untouched, oof, if he was not tripped up here, he was gone. He would have just ran right by this defender, and he was gone for a touchdown. But unfortunately, the Eagles were able to trip him up. Max says in the chat, his biggest improvement is his pre-snap. He actually knows what he's seeing now. 100%, Max. The fact that Zach Wilson is seeing what defenses looked at, and he knows what to expect, those are the biggest signs of development, man. The biggest signs of development for a young quarterback is pre-snap reads, 110%. Now watch this play from this angle. A little toss to Breece. Great blocking from the New York Jets. And look, man, 32 was able to get down and just trip up Breece. If he was not able to make that tackle, Breece would have been absolutely gone, bro. I'm telling you. It's all good. Ooh, I want to see Breece get up. Look at that. He's like, oh, he knows it. He looks terrifying. First down for the Jets at midfield now. Play action. Zach. Little shovel pass to Breece Hall. And Breece Hall's dragging defenders. This is a really cool play from Zach Wilson. That he just a little shovel pass. This is some cool stuff. Steps up. Doesn't like what he sees. Pockets collapsing. Hit the check down. Get the ball out. Get the ball into your playmaker's hands. That's all you got to do, Zach. On second down and 1, no less. That's just great stuff, bro. There's nothing there. The check down is always your best friend. Your check down is always your best friend. And the fact that he's athletic enough to climb in the pocket and just do a little push pass to Breece, and Breece has the awareness to catch it, drag defenders down to the 35-yard line. That's just excellent stuff. And this drive gets stalled, unfortunately, by the damn Allen Lazard. Now, here it is. Look. Free play. Zach has a great recognition, extends the play, and Zach Wilson does exactly what he needs to do. This is Aaron Rodgers-esque, okay? Draw him off sides with a hard count. Whoop, you got him off sides. Free play. You know it's a free play. Watch Garrett Wilson off the line of scrimmage. Get inside leverage. He's wide open. Zach rolls to his right. He finds him. Catches it, makes the first guy miss, and then Lazard just can't do this, man. That's a crack block. All you got to do is just square your hips and just get in his way, and it would not have been a penalty. Really, really unfortunate, man, that had to happen. But another element to this play that's really, really fun. Watch Mekhi Becton here. This is the play that's going viral for big ticket. Watch Mekhi Becton literally embarrass Barnett, or whatever his name is, shoves him to the ground, points at him, and then punches him again. I mean, that is the most embarrassing thing you can do to defensive end as an offensive tackle. Watch big ticket here. Number 77 just completely obliterated both to the ground. He's on the turf. Mekhi points at him. Where do you think you're going? You're going nowhere. And then he just gets on him again, dude. Mekhi Becton is becoming a dominant force that we all remembered him like he was as a rookie. Highway 77. Big ticket is back. He's healthy. He's dominating. Bro, he literally pointed at him. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do. And watch Garrett Wilson. Look at that catch radius. A little behind. Still able to bring it in. Break that tackle. And then Garrett's pointing at Lazard to make the block. But Lazard does a bad job of... Oh, we would have had the ball inside the 10-yard line. And, like, this would have been, like, the best drive we've seen on offense since that Kansas City game when we had that first drive out of the halftime. Because we had that deep ball to Garrett. We had that explosive play to Brees. And then we were efficient. This was a quick drive. But then the penalty just results in negative plays, man. And now it's, instead of being a 1st and 10 inside the 10, it's 2nd and 17. I mean, what the hell? And then to make things even worse, Allen Lazard drops a pass to make it 3rd down and 13. He drops it. So, not a good look from Lazard on this at all. And then on 3rd and forever, the Jets are just going to check it down the Brees just to get enough yards to maybe have enough room to punt. And the Jets are just going to punt it back to the Eagles. So, unfortunate that they were not able to make a play there. Absolutely unfortunate. And it's all because of the penalties. You gotta stop the penalties. Big-time play here from Tony Adams and Quincy Williams for the tackle for loss. This is where the defense really, really starts going crazy, folks. Look at Tony Adams with the recognition. Coming off with Quincy Williams. Unblocked. Tackle for loss. Tony Adams is becoming another gem of this Jets defense at free safety. Really cool stuff to see. Now it's 2nd down. Backed up their own end zone. Jalen Hurts checks it down to A.J. Brown. Good tackle there from Craig James. Craig James, man. We didn't get to see his play earlier on with his pass deflection in the end zone. I skipped that on accident. But Craig James, excellent job there. Now it's 3rd down. Jets are showing blitz, but they drop back in coverage. They almost bring him down with a sack, but Jalen Hurts, incomplete. I mean, you see the pass rush from this Jets defense. This is where the defense just completely takes over the game, guys. Look at the pass rush from Bryce Huff off the edge, just cuts inside. The pocket collapses on him. Jermaine Johnson's all over it, which results in, I don't know how they're not sacking him there. But look at the motor of Jermaine Johnson, too. Not stopping, just hustling on the play, not allowing Jalen Hurts to run. He throws it, and luckily, Bryce Hall's all over that play. Big-time play from Bryce Hall. That could have been a completion if his hands does not get in there. So, a 3 and out the New York Jets defense gets, which is just really, really cool stuff from the New York Jets defense. And now look at the field position that the Jets offense has. They're starting the ball at the damn 35-yard line in Eagles territory. Are you kidding me? First play is a handoff to Breece Hall. Doesn't really get anywhere. 2nd down. Play action. Rolls to his right. Incomplete. I mean, the play action rollouts wasn't really working. I like the play call design. I like the ideas, but this just was not working, man. Randall Cobb, a player all over him. Now on 3rd down, this is a great play here. These are the types of throws you like to see from Zach in the clutch. You have a deficit. You got to score a touchdown. Your defense is doing their job. 3rd down, Allen Lazard makes up for his disgusting play, and he gets his only catch of the day. Little slant over the middle. 1st down. That's a great throw from Zach Wilson, man. I'm seeing a lot of good things from Zach and not a lot of bad things, just saying, guys. There's a lot of good here from Zach. I haven't really seen a lot of bad, just saying. Great offensive line protection, hold up on the stunt. Great zip over the middle of the field to Allen Lazard for the first down to move the sticks. So now the Jets have it at the 25-yard line. I mean, the amount of red zone opportunities they had. Hand off to Brees. Brees gets into the second level. He's climbing defenders, and it's going to bring up second and short. Give it to Brees again, but unfortunately this time, he can't even get a yard. So now it's third down and short. And on third and short, another handoff to Brees. He spins for the first down. Now, I like that they're just relying on Brees Hall at this point of the game. Okay, it's third and short. Let's just give the ball to Brees Hall on a short yard situation. Spin move. Whoop. Give me that first down. Now, let's see what happens here. I think it's the play-action bootleg sack that happens here that kind of ruins this drive, if I'm not mistaken. First and 10 inside the 20-yard line. It's a pass. Quick little hitch route to Garrett Wilson for like 4 yards. And then the next play, I believe, is going to be, this is the negative play that really hurt. I don't really like this play call. You're asking Zach Wilson to do a play-action bootleg to roll to his left. You got Hassan Reddick in his face. You like to see Zach maybe get rid of the ball and just throw it away, but it's a lot to ask, man. You got Hassan Reddick all over him, and he takes a brutal sack there. You see what I mean? We have so many positive plays, and then a big negative plays that destroys it all. And the sad part is if Hassan Reddick did not read this play perfectly, this was a touchdown, okay? If there was not a free rusher, look at Allen Lazard get freed up on this crossing route. Right there. He's wide open, and Zach has no time to see him. Unfortunately for Zach, he can't get rid of the ball in time. That would have been a touchdown if there was not a free blocker, man. Now, the cool thing about the progression of this play is there's a very similar play later on in the game where there was somebody in the flat to be a safety blanket for him that he was able to get rid of to Jeremy Ruckert. But here, there's usually a little safety blanket for Zach to check it down to. There's no one there to even give him the ball. So, like, you're asking Zach to, like, throw the ball somewhere where it easily could have been an intentional grounding, right? So, luckily for Zach, he shows signs of development, man. He learned from this sack, and you'll see it later on. Now, third down, you see Zach just throw it up to Garrett Wilson into the back of the end zone. Almost makes a similar catch like he did against the Bills. Tips it to himself, but that's just great coverage from Bradbury, one of the top corners in the NFL. I mean, I like this play. On third and long, you be aggressive. Let's go take a shot into the end zone to your best player. Let's go see if Garrett Wilson can go make a play. This is just excellent coverage. Bradbury gets his hand on that ball. Not really a lot you can do as a quarterback there. And that's going to result in another 3 points. So, like, another opportunity for the Jets offense to be wasted. Now, at this point, the score is 14-12 heading into the fourth quarter. So the Jets defense is about to go to work again. Jalen Hurts scrambles, makes a big throw to Devontae Smith. Now we're into the fourth quarter here. They're near midfield, quarterback draw, and Jalen Hurts is going to pick up some yardage. Second down for Jalen Hurts. 3-man rush, if you notice that. And he just throws it out of bounds. You notice how the Jets are starting to play mind games with him. They show 4-man rush. You got Jermaine Johnson blitzing, but you got Quinnen Williams dropping back in coverage. Quinnen Williams is dropping back in coverage, which results him to scramble and throw it out of bounds. I mean, that is some creativity if I ever saw one. It's a 3-man rush, and honestly, Jalen Hurts, where'd his head? He did not need to run. He had all day to throw. But he abandoned the pocket too prematurely. And this is the types of things where people are like, how come the Jets are so good at getting inside the minds of bad quarterbacks? Well, this is it. They drop back in coverage. It's just a 3-man pressure. And they're nervous that it gets Jalen Hurts, his mind just starts to, think too fast. Folks, if you're just tuning into the show, please do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Would really, really help out the channel more than you know. So, guys, I appreciate it a lot, guys. Simply hit the like button if you did not already, folks. Let's get it going. We only got 54 likes. We can do a lot better than that, guys. Only 54 likes. Let's get the like buttons smashed, guys. Hit that like button if you're enjoying the film breakdown. We're closing into the end of the film breakdown. We're close to where the fourth quarter has just begun, baby. Another quarterback draw. Jalen Hurts gets the first down with his legs. First down, but here is the interception. You see the Jets defense just making plays. They make plays when they need to the most. Watch Jermaine Johnson. He gets credit for this interception if I ever saw one. You see him relentlessly getting into the backup right tackle, bull rushing him, going through his arm, and then you see Jermaine Johnson get his hand on Jalen Hurts, forces the ball up for Bryce Hall to intercept it. Excellent, excellent job. And this is just another example of the Jets defense taking advantage. What's Jalen Hurts doing? Easy check down right here, easy check down here. Instead, he's frantic, he's indecisive, he doesn't know where to go. Okay, I'm going to step up and take a shot down the field. Instead of going underneath, Jermaine Johnson's there. Jermaine Johnson's there, and Bryce Hall is the beneficiary with the interception. Watch it from this angle. Jermaine Johnson screams off the edge, bro. Just excellent stuff. Goes right through. Spins him around, and then goes right through. Hits the arm of the quarterback. Go after the ball, Jermaine. Go after the ball. Exactly what he does. Pops the ball free, and Bryce Hall gets the interception. That is the third takeaway of the game for this Jets defense, bro. Just unreal stuff. And at this point, we're like, oh my God, we have to win this game. We have 3 turnovers. The Eagles have 0. There's no way we're losing. We're down by 2 points. All we need is a field goal to take the lead. But unfortunately, they stall on offense. Let's see what happens. Play action from Zach, and he gets sacked, man. Not a good rep from Mekhi Becton. He wasn't perfect today. There were some great reps from him, and then there's this rep from him where he gets beat inside. He tries to recover, but 94 is able to just obliterate Zach Wilson there. Not the best offensive line protection. And I think the defensive line and the pass rush from the Eagles stepped it up in the fourth quarter a lot. So he got sacked there, and then he zips it to Conklin to make it 3rd down and manageable. Now it's 3rd and long for the Jets offense, and they get called for a false start. So a sack and a false start when the Jets offense gets the ball back. And at this point in the fourth quarter, you're just like, come on. The defense is doing everything in their power to help win the game. Can the offense do the bare minimum and go kick another field goal for us? And they can't even do that. He tries to check it down the Carter, incomplete. And just like that, after that ridiculous Bryce Hall interception, the Jets punt the ball back right to the Eagles. I mean, the good thing about it is now they have bad field position again. And look at Irvin Charles. What a beast, bro. Irvin Charles is such a dog. Such a dog. So, now the good thing about the interception is the ball for the Eagles was in Jets territory. Now they're backed up all over again. So now the Eagles have to go down the field and try to protect their lead. Handoff up the middle goes nowhere. On a 4-man rush, Jalen Hurts has no time. John Franklin Myers is all over him, forces him out of the pocket. And Quincy Williams almost gets the interception here, but just pops off his chest, bro. Not able to get this interception. Oh, if Quincy got this pick, bro. Look at John Franklin Myers pressure the quarterback. Quincy Williams all over it. Now it's 2nd down for the Eagles. The Jets are showing blitz. Drop off. Now this was that crazy pass to A.J. Brown that was controversial. I mean, it looked like an incomplete pass to me. Robert Saleh throws the challenge flag. And after review, I mean, this is just an absurd catch. That is just an absurd catch. I'm not even going to get into that. And then the next play, Jalen Hurts scrambled. And I believe this is where the Eagles missed the field goal. And hey, man, we won by 6 points. So even this missed field goal doesn't mean a lot. So they missed the field goal here to give the Jets the offense the ball back. And that is a big miss for sure. Jets take advantage of it. Give the ball to Brees. Brees cuts up the field, gets a few yards. Now, this is where you're looking at the offense. You're like, what more do you want the defense to do, offense? Come on now. Go win the game, please. Play action. And now, look, this is the slight development. Remember that sack that Zach Wilson took earlier? This is the same situation. Pass rusher in his face after the play action bootleg. This time, the Jets put a player in the flat for him to check it down to, and Zach does a great job to throw off his back foot, float it up to Jeremy Ruckert, and Ruckert gets the 1st down on 2nd down. That is a really promising sign of development. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm watching this film, and I'm more impressed with Zach Wilson than I was watching the game live. I mean, there's not a lot of plays where I'm looking at Zach and scratching my head thinking, wow, how'd you not make that throw? Wow, this is not a good look. This is good stuff from Zach so far. Next play, a little screen pass to Garrett Wilson on first down. Picks up 4 yards. Now it's going to be 2nd down and 6. Hand off to Breece. Unfortunately, the running game just was not there for the New York Jets. They were trying to run the ball with Breece Hall here. Let's see how it looks from this angle. Just the collapse of the defensive front from the Eagles is too elite, bro. And now it's 2nd down, and Zach gets sacked. So the offensive line kind of collapsed in the 4th quarter. The pass protection that was, and even in the run game. You see what happens here. Max Mitchell gets obliterated by Hassan Reddick, and he just gets sacked. I mean, there's nothing else you can ask from the quarterback on that end, and then we have to punt again. So you're just thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, this offense got to figure themselves out. And I know the Eagles are a top defense, but still, bro, it's a collective effort here. And now the Eagles have the ball, and they can win the game here. All they got to do is get a bunch of first downs. And let's go ahead to the interception that basically won the game for the Jets. So you see them setting it up, though. So let's see what this looks like, because the Jets defense was on another level. Handoff, the Jets are all over that. John Franklin Myers and Jermaine Johnson flexing on him. But you see the blitz look right here. Watch. Tony Adams showing blitz, and he screams off the edge, and he is a free rusher on Jalen Hurts. And that right there, it's a completed pass, but that play right there is what sets up the interception from Tony Adams. Because they kept showing blitz, and you'll see what I mean. First down. Now on 2nd down, the Eagles try to run it, and the Jets defense is all over it. Quincy Williams, woo! Give me that celebration, baby. And now here's the play, folks. Here is the play of the game. We finally made it. Now look, the Jets coaching staff gets all the credit for this. Ready? They told Tony Adams to look like the show blitz, right? Because he's been blitzing a lot this game. A couple plays back, he blitzed and had a free roaming on the quarterback. So the coaches told Tony Adams to go to the line of scrimmage and look like and show that you're blitzing. And this is the type of stuff that confuses quarterbacks, because when you're rattled and you have your offensive line is collapsing like the Eagles' offensive line was against our defensive line, you start to panic. You start to overcomplicate things. And when you see this, I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts saw the overload blitz coming, and in his head, he's like, oh my God, there's a blitz happening. I got to get rid of this ball fast, right? I got to get rid of this ball fast. And number one, I don't know why the Eagles were passing on this opportunity. They should have ran the ball, but that's a conversation for another time. And instead of Quincy Williams and Tony Adams both blitzing here, they drop back in coverage, which results in Jalen Hurts to get panicked. He's getting panicked. He thinks it's a blitz. He has no idea Tony Adams dropped back at this point, and he has a pocket. Look at the pocket that Hurts has. But instead, he floats it off his back foot because he's so afraid that he's going to get sacked, where he throws it with Tony Adams is right there to catch the ball, and Tony Adams, the hero, the savior, to game winner, gets the interception, returns it inside the 10-yard line. Round of applause for the Jets defensive coaching staff for doing this, because they told Tony Adams, again, show blitz, and it's going to confuse Jalen Hurts, and he's going to throw you the ball. Get back into the zone. That's exactly what they did, bro. Excellent. It made me laugh, bro. I mean, just a great, look at the line of scrimmage pre-snap. We got C.J. Mosley, Quincy Williams, and Tony Adams showing an overload blitz. And watch what happens post-snap. CJ drops back. Quincy drops back. Tony Adams drops back. It's just a four-man rush. But in Jalen Hurts' head, he's like, this is a blitz. I got to get rid of this ball fast. Look at the pocket, folks. This is a clean pocket for Jalen Hurts, but he's panicked. He throws it off his back foot right to Tony Adams. This is a Jets coaching interception. Tony Adams is the beneficiary of it. He listened to the coaches, and he executed what the coaches told him, and that's what happened. So congratulations to Jeff Ulbrich, Tony Oden, and all the Jets coaching staff, because they deserve all the credit in the world for this play. One last time, again, they're showing blitz. Tony Adams drops back into coverage, jumps the route. He caught it. Imagine he dropped that. Oh, God. And then the undrafted free agent, year 2 player from Illinois, Tony Adams, gets the play of his damn life. And then the Eagles decide to let Breece Hall score, which I find interesting. They had more confidence in their offense to go down the field and score a touchdown than to potentially just go 35 yards and score a field goal. And now I know some people were thinking this is controversial. The Jets should have just kneeled it. No, you score a touchdown, bro. With the way that this Jets defense was playing, you score a touchdown because the Eagles have to go the length of the field and score a touchdown in order to win the game. If you get conservative and you just drain the clock out, kick a field goal, then you're only up by 1 point, and the Eagles will get the ball at 55 seconds, and all they need to do is go 35 yards to get a field goal to win the game. So I don't know why the Eagles let Breece Hall score. I think that was a mistake on their end, in my opinion. If I'm the Eagles again, I'm not letting that happen. You gotta, if you're the Eagles, you rather try to go 75 yards to score a touchdown on this Jets defense who's been locking you up all game, or you rather go 35 yards to kick a field goal for the win. I'll take the touchdown any day of the week. But this is probably the most impressive throw of Zach Wilson. Now, this doesn't really matter. I wish it was a touchdown pass, but it's not. It's a 2-point conversion. But look at this. This is promising signs of development for Zach Wilson in the red zone. Beautiful pocket number 1. Mekhi Becton shutting his guy down. Zach drops back, floats away, and watch him just create time. And Randall Cobb, there's going to be a sliver of opening, and watch Zach Wilson just zip that ball. Wow. That is Aaron Rodgers-esque. Watch it from this angle. This is promising signs from Zach Wilson. We need him to be able to do this more. Look at him float away and just zip that thing. I'm telling you, I hate to just keep comparing Zach to Aaron Rodgers, but like if there was ever a play that looked more like Aaron Rodgers, this is it. I mean, look at the way he throws this ball. Tell me this is not a spitting image of A-Rod. Like, it really is. I don't know if I sound crazy. Like, let me know in the chat if I sound crazy. But tell me this throwing motion and this exact play does not scream Aaron Rodgers. That's exactly what Rodgers would do. Like, float back, plant in your back foot, and just completely zip the ball like a rocket. I mean, look at this. Just zips it. Pew! That is a rocket. That is that's next level throw, man. That's and look at Mekhi Becton completely shelling his guy off. Great protection all around. Just complete. What a zip. That is a Aaron Rodgers type of throw. And I hate to keep like mentioning Aaron Rodgers and comparing Zach to him, but like it's hard not to see it right here. It's hard not to see the resemblance. That's like a 100-mile-per-hour dart. So now let's see this defense get their 4 and out to win the game. The Jets defense does not even allow a damn first down for the win. Let's see it. 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts drops back. Incomplete. Too high to A.J. Brown. And Jalen Hurts is rattled, bro. You can see it in his mind. So after 1st and 10, it's incomplete. You see the pass rush get there. Look at Quinnen Williams. Everyone's like, where's Quinnen? Where's Quinnen? Look at this. This is something that does not show up in the box score. He gets his quarterback pressure. He's in the face of Jalen Hurts, which results in a bad throw. And A.J. Brown's not able to bring it in. So now it's 2nd down and 10. Jets show blitz again, but C.J. Mosley drops back. It's just a 4-man rush. Bryce Huff wins his rep, but Jalen Hurts scrambles, and he's going to incomplete. Jordan Whitehead. Big-time play from the safety. This is where you love to see a Jets defense go win the game for them, bro. This is so cool. So cool. Because, again, the Eagles could have won this game if they went down the field and scored a touchdown. Jordan Whitehead's all over the place, bro. And look at Bryce Huff screaming off the edge. Just no shot. And Jalen Hurts is a Superman, so he's not going to get sacked. He's going to scramble. And then Jordan Whitehead, bro. Watch Jordan Whitehead. This is all him right here in coverage. Looks like it's some type of cover. Just plants his feet in the ground. Oh, my God. What a play from Jordan Whitehead. Way to be. Way to be. Thumbs up for me. Love this breakdown, man. Mitchell, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Everybody hit the like button if you're enjoying the film breakdown, folks. Would really appreciate that. All right, so now it's 3rd down and 10. Now this is where Quincy Williams makes the play. Watch Quincy. He sees the underneath little drag route, plants his feet in the ground. Jalen Hurts is going to check it underneath Devontae Smith. Quincy Williams, watch what he does. Plants his feet. Boom. Speed. Boom. Tackle him. Selly, Robert Saleh, and Quincy Williams both doing the celebration together. You love to see that. You love to see your head coach celebrate with your player. Look at that play, man. Quincy Williams, I mean, he makes this look easy. Like, I don't think we realize how hard it is for a linebacker to show this type of athleticism and this type of speed. Dropping that deep into zone. He's beyond the sticks, and he plants his foot in the ground, notices that he's going underneath his Smith, and just is not allowing it to happen. The closing speed's ridiculous. And look at Robert Saleh and Quincy Williams both do the celebration together. I mean, what more can you ask for? And in that moment, I'm like, oh, my God, we're about to win this game. We just need a 4th down stop, and we're going to win. Watch it from this angle. Quincy Williams just wraps him up with ease. So smooth, too. I've never seen someone tackle with such smooth ability. And now here we go. 4th down, the game on the line. It all comes down to this, Jets fans. The Eagles decide to take a shot down the field, and it's underthrown, and the Jets are all over it. I'm shocked that the Eagles went for a go route or a deep post route on 4th down. Jordan Whitehead's all over it. Should have been intercepted for his 4th pick of the season, but instead, it's an incomplete pass, and that's all she wrote. The Jets drop back. Everybody in coverage. Almost intercepted. And that's it. That's the game. I mean, folks, if I have anything to take away from this game, it's definitely Zach Wilson looked a lot better in the All-22 than he did in the game, in my opinion. He made every throw. There was a couple missed opportunities that you like to have back. Wasn't perfect. Not saying it was perfect. But you're seeing signs of development from a quarterback that basically tells me that he's understanding pre-snap reads. He sees what the defense is showing, and he checks to a new play. His fundamentals are there. He's hitting all the easy throws, the accuracy, the efficiency, the athleticism. Little signs of improvement for Zach Wilson every single week, and he did enough to win this game. Turnover-free football, and I'm loving what I'm seeing. But the offense, they have to get better in the red zone. They have to negate those negative plays by penalties, by sacks, tackle for losses. All those negative plays in the red zone is really hurting their ability to score touchdowns. And then in terms of like the defense, they completely zipped it up in that second half. Absolutely shut the door down, forcing turnover after turnover after turnover. This is a game that completely saved the entire season for the New York Jets. 3-3, beating the undefeated Eagles. What more can you ask for? So, folks, if you enjoyed this film breakdown, please, if you did not already, would mean a lot, guys. Can simply hit that like button for your boy. Would greatly appreciate that. With 71 likes, would appreciate if we get the 100 likes, but that's okay. I can't ask you guys over and over and over again. So, thank you guys so much for tuning into my film breakdown. And let me know your thoughts in the comment section when I end the stream of your overall thoughts of the film and what you took away from it the most. I'll catch you guys later. Let's go Jets, and enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Peace out, everybody.